What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation now. I want to thank one of my commenters because they took me to the video where Larry Reid's Mentee, in my personal opinion, was going in and revealing, this is my opinion, revealing that he is a sugar baby for Larry Reid. Because I just recently talked about the fact that Larry Reid threw his mentee under the bus by allowing this other messy content creator that I guess they were beefing at one point in time, but now they're supposedly reconciled. And that other content creator just came out and blurted out that Larry Reid's mentee has the high five. And so I'm like, but I thought that was your friend and he was such a good guy. So you didn't defend him in any way. But I want to play for you some things that were said that I was just like, oh, okay. So are we admitting that you are the sugar baby or were the sugar baby and now you will no longer be? Because I guess this was the response to being thrown under the bus. So I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. But I'm going to put the full link in the description box if you want to listen to what he has to say.
I'm not expecting any savior to come back for me. Now that I have accepted that it's all on me to be the living truth, I feel liberated. And I feel like it's taken a burden off of me because now I only have to worry about and focus upon personifying the consciousness in myself. It took me a long time, y'all, to accept that everybody is not like me. And people used to tell me this my whole life. CTV, you cannot expect other people to be like you. You can't expect them to think like you. You can't expect them to move like you move. You can't expect them that. And I just be like, fuck all that, fuck all that, fuck all that, fuck all that. But now I know why they were telling me that. Because it's not that you can't expect it, but when you are really invested in having other people also like show up, it can chip away at the quality of your own lived experience. And I don't want that chipping away. I don't want to be focused on rather other people are keeping it all together. I need to focus on me keeping it together, me maintaining the truth as I know it to be, me showing up as the person that I am and the person that I strive to be. And that's my first and foremost priority, is making sure that I'm long as I'm moving in the way that I believe is the proper way to go. Long as I'm being long as I'm like getting the A, you know, that's the only thing that I can ultimately control. That's the thing that's in my control. And with so many people kind of like falling away from the principle system, falling away from the honor code, falling away from character and integrity, these things seem to be going extinct. These are just not the things that a lot of people are focused upon. People are stuck in survival, or they're stuck in the vacuum of capitalism. They're stuck in the vacuum of just their own narcissisms and their own surface level ambitions. People not really prioritizing the who they are. They're just prioritizing the what they can accumulate.
Now, I don't know if you caught that, but he's definitely talking about Larry Reid. I don't follow him, but just the things that I've seen of him, because he's disgusting to me. He has been for a very long time before a lot of these things started coming out and being revealed, where it was just I'm not surprised. But Larry Reid is definitely selfish, ambitious, narcissistic, in my personal opinion, capitalistic. He's always talking about, remember when he was having the beef back and forth with Bishop Whitehead, who I haven't talked about yet, but I have not forgotten. I will be getting around to that. And they were going back and forth about the cars that they have and the jewelry that he has. Larry Reid, he need not sit and celebrate over Bishop Whitehead, in my personal opinion. Not saying that he's involved in the same types of things that Bishop Whitehead may have been, but a lot of things that he is doing, and I feel that is just extremely disgusting when it comes to trying to shut people down in courts that have had claims against him and utilizing the court system for his benefit and trying to get default judgments on people and all that other stuff. And it's if people are just out here lying on you, but you don't care, then why are you trying to shut them up? But I feel that he's definitely talking about Larry Reid when he's talking right here, saying, how these people, they only care about superficial things and money and gain and capitalism, and they're narcissistic. I really just wish that he would have just said the name, put a name on it, because who else could he be talking about? I mean, seriously, because this content creator has been windmilling literally for hours on social media, going against the people that have come out to reveal stuff about Larry Reid.
And my life is still largely fixated upon the who. The who. I'm still somebody who gets shocked when I'm shocked that people are not interested in who they are. I'm shocked. It still blows my head because I can't get past this conviction. I've had this conviction my whole life that who I am is important. Who I am as a person is the real gunk of life. That who I'm going to bed as, who I'm waking up as. And to be coaxing along life with droves of people who don't care about who they are. They just care about who other people think they are. And they only care about what they can get their hands on in life. And they only care about... That's so fucking foreign to me.
Definitely talking about Larry Reid, because as we know, Larry Reid doesn't want to put a title on it. He's definitely gay, but he doesn't believe in labels. What kind of... But yeah, he's definitely talking about Larry Reid.
It's so foreign to me. And, right now, I have some people who are trying to make up with me. There are some makeup sessions that are attempting to be had. And my issues with the makeup sessions are a few things. For one, the people that are attempting to make up with me did really bad things. And not even bad things as in like, eons ago. But bad things as in like, girl, just 24 hours ago. Just like last year ago. Just like a few months ago.
Larry.
And I'm all for people being different and people repenting and people becoming brand new. But the issue with the people who are trying to make up with me is that they actually aren't different people. And they don't want to publicly correct the things that they did publicly. And I don't believe in resolving public matters privately.
And I can understand that, but we definitely know he's talking about Larry Reid. I mean, let's just be real.
If all hell broke loose publicly, then all heaven is going to have to break loose publicly as well.
All right. So, yeah, he's definitely talking about Larry Reid. And here's where I feel like he's revealing the fact that he definitely has been Larry Reid's sugar baby.
Before the townspeople. Not only on the strength of being able to take accountability, but also on the strength of being a different type of a motherfucker. Because I'm also clear about the fact that, because when I look at some of the people that are famous right now, and I look at some of the people that have power right now, I also realize like we are indirectly also liberating all the wrong folk. And I don't also want to contribute to liberating the wrong people. I don't want to contribute indirectly, unconsciously, in any kind of way to emotionally stupid ass people, materially driven, selfish ass, narcissistic ass people occupying power and getting a hold of power and keeping that dysfunction and that divisiveness amongst the collective pervasive. That I have to, once again, come into full awareness about my own power and how I contribute to the larger pool and how I contribute to the larger system, which is with my contribution, what that contribution is. So I don't want to see any more fucked up ass people with power. I don't want to see no more fucked up ass people with influence. I don't want to see no more fucked up ass motherfucking. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. And I ain't got nothing to do with other people pedestalizing all the wrong people. The only thing I can do is make sure that I don't contribute to the pedestalization.
But that's the problem, because he definitely has put Larry Reid on a pedestal. I mean, he absolutely has.
I did not know that there are people in this world who look for convenience and who will pay you to accommodate them. That is a very interesting world. And people are willing to pay you for what is considered to be mundane interactions. You got sugar daddies and sugar mamas that you only text, that you only, are on FaceTime with, that You may even see in person, and they are willing to monetize your time and just monetize your company. They're willing to monetize flirtiness and flirtatiousness, and the amounts of guap that people are willing to spend just for your time or just to play into a fantasy. It has been very extreme to actually, to hear about these things is one thing, but then to be brought into the culture itself has been very eye-opening. It has taught me a lot about the wealthy. It's taught me a lot about the lifestyles of the wealthy, and how time is something that a lot of wealthy people that they don't have a lot of, which is why they have a kind of a drive-through attitude, because what they really are paying for, whether it's your time, it's your friendship, it's your whatever it is, they're paying for convenience. They're paying to have you right there, right here, at this time, in this way, emotionally, mentally, physically, etc., whatever way, whatever the arrangements are. Because, once again, various tier groups, girl, to the sugar baby shit, okay? I got friends who, once again, only have a emotional obligation to their sugar babies and sugar mamas. I got a homeboy who got a really good thing going with a very wealthy female CEO, and she's pretty much paying him to have a emotional affair. He's her emotional boyfriend.
All right, I'm going to stop it right there because I'm not even going to lie. It's a hard listen because he drags stuff on and likes to use a lot of big words, I guess, to sound extremely intelligent. And hey, maybe he is. I'm not saying that he's not. But I feel he's definitely revealing that he has been Larry Reid's sugar baby. Okay. And it's a lot. A lot of people have been saying this about him. A lot of people have been saying that, that's Larry Reid's boyfriend. I've heard a lot of different things. A lot of people have been saying, I've been hearing that Larry Reid has, put him up in houses and bought him cars and equipment and all of these different things I've heard. I don't know it to be true, but I'm just saying what I've heard. And now he's, speaking in code. But who else could he be talking about? I mean, seriously. This all comes out right after Larry Reid threw him under the bus when he's supposed to be his quote-unquote friend and allow this other person to just come out and say, well, he does have it. He does have HIV. I mean, listen. Okay. But I'm going to put the full link in the description box if you would like to listen to it. And you can let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section. But guys, thanks for being here, liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.
I'm mistaken. Don't wanna talk, don't wanna see, don't wanna feel.